Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book, and
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
He's proud of it.
Hold on, let me turn it on.
Okay, I'm just dealing with the major crisis of the morning. I need prom ticket money by lunchtime. Drop it off.
How much is prom ticket money?
$130.
$130. You can buy half a dress for that.
No, you can't even buy half a dress for that because her $900 prom gown now has a hole in the rear end, and I have to take it to the seamstress today and make sure we can patch that up before.
Oh,
promise.
just sew it yourself. You gotta get the sewing kit at CVS for $4. Dollar Tree, it's $1.25.
Mother mended, mother approved. It's not great.
A stitch in time will save 9, especially with the needle fine. La tita, la tita, la da 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 da.
This is going to be my week all week long. Hi, how are you? Good morning, everybody. I've got AJ, I've got Josh. A couple of comedians walk into a morning show, and this is what we've got today.
Oh, this is great camera angling. Now we can see the floor too.
Sorry.
Whenever I watch this, I say, "Hey, something's missing." If only I could see the rug.
I don't have time to fix it today. It's been one of those freaking days, okay? This is how this whole week is going to go because I'm trying to get stuff done and I'm not in a good space to get it done. I've got wisdom tooth out surgery on Wednesday.
On you?
On me.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm woefully unprepared to get anything done this week at all.
We have the happy sandwich, me on the outside, you at the outside, and the misery in the middle.
That's it. Well, I feel like that's how you have to sandwich things. Misery in the middle.
Everybody.
Nothing? You got nothing?
Yeah.
Josh, you got to wake up.
Josh has accepted his fate.
Good morning, everybody.
I'm saving up all my anger for next one.
Josh, just be happy. We can see the floor now.
Why are you saving? Shut your mouth right now. If you so help me God, make me get up and fix this camera angle. You know what? I'm gonna.
No,
you
it's
two
great.
do bad jokes, and I'm gonna fix the freaking camera.
No, the camera's great. The camera's great. I've only been giving compliments this whole time.
But you could have vacuumed. I mean, Jesus Christ.
It's a nightmare. Okay, the studio is a nightmare.
Is that a Quaalude on the ground?
From 1960.
When was the last time you vacuumed?
It was here when she bought the house.
Surprisingly, not the first Quaalude conversation I've had this week.
So it's been a fun week.
So you interviewed Cosby.
Oh my!
And you say, "Hello, America."
Oh my God. So in case you've never seen these two guys on our show, you have definitely come to the right place on a Monday. This is Josh Adams. This is AJ Haypenny, and they are from Paperback Comedy. Our couple of local favorite comedians that like to pop over.
The only ones you could get.
Listen, you're the best ones, and now you're here. So thank you.
We're here because Brian Glowacki said no.
I gotta have Brian on at some point.
You should, because July 21st, I'm gonna be opening for him at the Melody Tent, and it's 75% sold out right now.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Talk about betting on yourself.
Yeah, and he did.
Right?
Yeah.
And he brought you along for the ride, which is kind of cool.
That was a mistake on his part.
So in case you're wondering,
I'm just gonna bury everybody.
We like that.
He's gonna walk the whole venue.
I hope you do.
I am. I'll be like, let's divide the room right now. Gaza, Palestine. Let's hear a cheer.
How you doing, Josh? How's the mood for you?
Oh God, about average.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really happy right now. Can't you tell?
Is that it?
No.
No, it's actually, I was having this conversation with my husband over the weekend, and I don't know why. because he's just been very involved in what is happening in the world as far as our campuses, just the whole politics of it all, like deep diving into where this hatred came from. And I'm like, I don't think we have time for the amount.
We do not have time for that. We got to go back
of the origin story,
years.
right? Like literally was trying to get into the origin
story. We only
story.
have to go back to 1947 because that's where it all started.
I mean, most people who will make that argument will actually say 48 because it's weird. Like you hear people online, they're all like, this all started on October 7th. And people will be like, oh, it started in 48. It's like,
it doesn't matter when and how it started. It's just bad and it's not good. The sentiment on college campuses right now, very difficult for a mom over here who's about to, take all of our savings and give it to my daughter to go to a college campus. And I don't even know what the hell is happening
She's going to be in a camped tent in front of campus.
Where's she planning on going?
She's going locally, so it's fine. But I'm like very concerned as to the culture. What's happening? How is this going on? And moms and dads cannot be pleased about their kids in these universities and what is happening.
No, 4 C's is better than Harvard now.
Right. We said so right here.
100%.
And that's an endorsement.
Right.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
What, hundreds of thousands of dollars less too? So
well, there was a funny story in the news today that made me laugh out loud. So there was this guy in Philly. His name's Rob Martinez, and he started a GoFundMe to hire a mariachi band to play for 24 hours next to the protesters just to see if it would make them leave. And they got 46 grand this man amassed.
I think the students would have stayed because we said, oh, that's Gaza music. And they're like, oh, we're with you, brother.
Yeah, most of them wouldn't know the difference.
It's just truly upsetting. I don't know what other way to say it. It's just awful.
If they wanted the students to go away, why not hire Seether? They would do it for $46,000.
Do it for $6 and a drink.
Because I wanted you to know. Take all them girls just play the whole Punisher 2004 soundtrack. Is that Finger 11?
Oh, where did they go?
I other than WWE's Kane's theme song, I couldn't name you another Finger 11 song.
Right? It was just a bad part of the 90s.
Oh, not 90s into the butt rock early 2000s.
Yeah, good times, everybody.
Shout out to butt rock.
Whatever that is.
Aja will be singing at least 3 more butt rock songs by the time we're done today.
You welcome into Monday, everybody. Yeah. Butt rock for all.
It's my niche.
Any opportunity.
How are we doing today? We're barely surviving, Emily, but thank you. Happy birthday to you.
We're surviving, Emily. We're surviving. I was drinking earlier, but now I'm driving.
Emily had her first Mother's Day yesterday.
Hey, happy Mother's Day,
right?
Emily.
I saw a cute picture of you and your mama.
Yeah.
She's adorable.
Yeah. My mom's the best.
Yeah.
Dude, Christine Hurley used to see her at Joanne Fabrics all the time when she was over at the Plymouth location.
Yeah.
And now she got moved to Dartmouth. I know it's awful, but
she's gonna do a little more driving. Or Christine does. She wants to go shop.
She's like, AJ, where's your mom? Where is she? I'm like, I'm sorry, Christine. She got deported. I mean, transferred to Dartmouth.
Horrible.
Yeah.
You are a rotten human being. I hope everybody had a lovely Mother's Day. I got a break of all the things that I had to do. Only I woke up this morning to actually have to do them still. So I don't really understand how Mother's Day works. It's just a pause on the things you're going to have to do eventually.
What did you guys do yesterday?
So I worked. I was at Knockabout a little bit yesterday. We did some planting. I was supposed to go to a farming thing, and then I got the day wrong. And then we went out to dinner. So there was that.
Nice.
And saw lighthouses. And I made my kids take awkward family photos that they absolutely hate as teenagers. And that made me joyful.
But that's why you do them in the first place.
Absolutely. I was like, you better put a smile on your face.
Do you even have kids if you're not taking awkward photos with them?
Exactly. This is forever. This is for posterity. I did laugh that my son did clean his room. And I have to share this photo with you because I thought it was really quite magical. He's like, this is part of your Mother's Day gift. I cleaned my room.
How old is he again?
He's 15. And his room usually smells like a gaming goat's room.
So it smells like Tom Brady. What up?
We'll get to that roast in a minute. But my favorite was his use of duct tape in display. So he's displaying one of his basketball jerseys that was on a just regular plastic hanger that he duct taped to the wall. I was impressed. I actually laughed out loud and had to take a photo of the moment because I appreciated
Dude,
it.
just use a Milwaukee and put in some screws.
Please don't.
That's
Please
how
don't
they.
encourage power tools.
That's exactly.
Oh, yeah, that's
how
right. You want to get your deposit back. You are a Filipino woman.
Don't put holes in my walls. I've got enough problems around here.
That's gonna be a song. Don't put holes in our wall.
Thank you.
We need to get the $700 deposit back.
No, this whole house is a dump of a deposit. Oh my God. So many projects we have to do. We had to get like all of the bathroom together. Our J1s arrived this week, the poor things.
The J ones?
Our J1s. So we've got 2 J1 girls that are living with us for the summer.
Oh, okay.
Cordy and Tiffany, they're sisters. And they were really excited to get their job until they realized they have the night shift at Dunkin', which stops them from working in a restaurant.
On the night shift.
Right? So
Marvin.
So their choices now are like stocking shelves at Stop and Shop overnight. So you know what I mean? They have to like figure out how to make up the money that they were planning to get when they were working in a restaurant. So I do feel bad for them. They'll figure it out. They'll be all right.
Yeah. Especially doing the overnights. I used to do the overnights as well at Stop and Shop, Walmart, Kmart.
Yeah. Like they're out there if you want to just get some money and not deal with people. I feel like it's an ideal spot for you.
Yeah. and BJ's, which is not what I thought it was when I signed up.
Oh, yeah. You were sadly disappointed, were you, AJ? Yeah. We got comedy shows coming up this week. Christine Hurley, as AJ was alluding to, is going to be here at Knockabout on Thursday. Very funny comedian. She is just, you got to see her.
She's the goat. She's goated.
Yeah. Well, how do you make the goat? Like, where did this Tom Brady roast come in, by the way?
What do you mean?
Who decided like this needs to happen?
Jeff Ross and Tom Brady themselves.
Okay.
Tom Brady saw Jeff Ross at a festival. He's like, hey, what if I got roasted sometimes?
Yep.
And then 4 years later, it finally happened.
Okay.
Because there were talks of doing this in like early 2020, but we know with history, we know what happened. It was the Joe Biden disease that happened that stalled everything.
Right.
So it's kind of a waste if Tom Brady has to wear an N95, like, and all the comedians.
It was longer than I thought it would be, longer than it kind of needed to be.
They could have cut out some football people. Like we didn't need Gronk to talk.
I liked
we didn't need him. Oh, and like they booked so many football players. Drew Bledsoe was the only one that was really worth a damn.
Yeah, no, Bledsoe was by far the best of the football.
I was
players.
Absolutely blown away as to how good Bledsoe was. His
yeah,
timing.
He had a whole sort of comedy like personality.
He did great
with his scotch and just like
his wine from his winery.
He made the rest of the athletes look bad, and I said, none of you have to be here.
Julian Edelman opening with the Hamas joke. That was
good. I'll give him that. But Drew Bledsoe was the best one as far as comedians and overall. Nikki Glazer. Oh
Slade.
My goodness.
Slade.
Best
Slade.
set of the night. Tony Hinchcliffe coming in with a hot second.
Yeah, Hinchcliffe was on fire. They could have not given Dana White the minute, and I would have been fine with that. But Hinchcliffe.
I think he did that to like promote his stuff. So like, oh yeah, that's the guy from Kill Tony, or I'll watch Kill Tony.
Yeah.
So if anything, that benefits him more than it does the show.
Yeah.
Having Dana White on.
Tony
Listen up, you libtards.
Yeah, Nikki Glazer just came out on fire. Like she was so good.
Well, other than Jeff Ross, she's been like the longest
Roaster.
reigning roaster there.
Yeah.
Like she's been doing it for the public ones for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
And then so with a 5-year absence of roasting, you're just dying to do something. So like during the pandemic and like even slightly before that, they were doing historical roasts on Comedy Central, and which was what a waste of time it was. Oh my god, that was terrible.
Except for seeing Gilbert Gottfried dressed as Hitler, it was
I hated it. Nikki Glaser as Kurt Cobain was kind of funny, but it had its shelf life.
Yeah.
Realistically, and I thought, oh, we need to go back to roasting real people.
Yeah. It was just really, it was good. A little long for me. Kevin Hart was funny-ish.
He did a decent job.
Yeah, right. Like, how do you even host? How do you even wrangle those cats? You know what I mean? Like, you've got just like an absolute circus you need to kind of mind.
Yeah, especially Gronk just pulling out all the stuff. Yeah, just pull out the ring that I was saving. The end, you idiot.
And it was kind of cute with the
I
Bill Belichick.
don't know the difference between a ring and shot glasses. You brought the shot glasses.
Right.
Just bring up the things that you brought.
Do you think they were actually drinking real booze?
Yeah, definitely.
You think even with Kraft and Bill?
Yeah. It's Kraft after all.
I love he's been pickled forever. Jonathan, where's my shoes? Where's Jonathan? Gronk, I love you.
Jeff Ross did the massage joke, and then Tom Brady's like, "No, you can't. No, you can't do that. You can talk trash about my wife. In fact, trash her all day. But my former owner, no."
Yeah, right. There was plenty of trash talking of Giselle. That was really the highlight of the night.
Yeah.
Like if Bob Kraft got a massage from a jujitsu instructor,
yeah, no one threw that. That would have been good. Good morning, Cindy. Thanks for joining us on the show. We've got Josh Adams, AJ Haypenny, a couple of comedians walk into the studio, and we're doing a Monday morning show. This is how it rolls. I don't know what you guys have got going on this week, but we've got plenty of events for you. Events on cape.com is where you can find them. I need to start adding your events to ours just so that we know when.
You haven't been this whole time.
Sorry, sir. Emily, right on top of that, right? Right.
We post all your stuff.
No, you don't. You don't even know what my last name is.
It's in the morning.
Yeah, right. Thanks, man. Duh.
You know we're friends on Facebook.
So we
I messaged you this morning.
Right.
Still
like,
don't know your last
name. I don't even know. I don't know who she is. Josh, so where did your roasting come from? Whose idea was this?
Yes, Miss in the Morning is asking you.
All right. Originally, we were going to do a roast for the one, the only Chris Houghton.
Sweet, sweet Chris. Our own baby reindeer.
Oh my God, don't. That movie gives me PTSD, the show.
We were going to do a roast for Chris Houghton, but he didn't understand how the format works. And we tried to explain it to him like, all right, everyone roasts you. Then you roast them back at the end. And he couldn't figure it out and or didn't want anyone coming to it for some reason.
Yeah, he said, I'm not going to invite my friends and family to it.
Well, that's not the point. It's supposed to be a magical moment where you're embarrassed in front of your whole entire family. That's how it goes.
Exactly.
Lay it out.
I even invited my girlfriend's jujitsu instructor.
Perfect. So it's going to be over at our good friend Cliff's House of Hatchets, and you can watch Josh Adams get roasted by his friends. I love.
Yep. $10, $10, and you get to see this man roasted.
I love it. I feel like I get to see you. You're never roasted. You're never the content, which I would actually pay $10 to see what your friends had to say about you. How sick is that of me?
You got to come on a night where like either AJ is hosting or like he goes after me.
Okay.
That was the form. That's kind of what started this whole thing between me and AJ. Like when we first started going on the road, it would usually be like me, Nestor, and AJ. Nestor would go first, and then I'd go, and then AJ would go. And if I'd have a really good set, AJ would spend the first like 5 minutes just shitting on me nonstop. Like
It's
every
not the way that I saw it.
How did you see it?
I see it as me complimenting you for like 3 minutes.
Yes, compliments. under the guise of talking about every single thing that you can think of. My personality or my jokes or Judaism or I don't know.
I've
Doesn't
never
matter.
said a Judaism joke in my life.
Never.
Not one.
He yells "Free Palestine" during every one of my sets.
That was nothing to
That
do
was
with
just
Judaism.
one. Has nothing to do with the Judaism, probably.
So it's only $10 to see Josh getting roasted. When is that show going to be?
It will be Wednesday, the 22nd at House of Hatchets in Hyannis.
8 p.m. And if you want to come beforehand and throw some hatchets, Cliff, the owner, he's setting up a perfectly good projector thing. If you wanted, with a bunch of different Josh faces,
Oh, I
they could
love
throw
that.
axes at.
We can axe you in the face.
Yep.
Different versions of you. Do you have a lot of exes?
Do I?
Should we invite them all?
Well,
If the ticket sales are there.
Well, you'd have to-
The ticket sales are there. I
inviting
gotta tell you.
Josh's exes, you'd have to do that through a Ouija board.
Oh.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Josh. I had to.
I would
I'm
be
sorry.
very happy if she
I'm
showed
so
up.
sorry. Oh, I don't know. I'm just throwing it out.
All right, dead ex-girlfriend jokes. We're fucking
Oh my
killing
god.
it
Good
this
boy.
morning.
Yep, we are on a roll. Wow.
It was really funny. We
I'm crying.
we did a show in Hartford with this comedian Ayasha May. She's awesome. I absolutely love her, and we got her to jump on.
Yeah.
And I had just done my bit, and I did a joke about my dead ex.
Yep.
And afterwards, because we had just asked her to do the thing, she's probing me for information, but just asking me questions about the bit to
Yeah.
see if it. And oh, she passed, really? So did you drive her too? You're a fucking asshole.
Wow.
I'm so happy we got you on this.
Wow. I feel a little bit better now, but not much. I gotta tell you. Sorry. I stepped in it. I did like your comment though. Thank you. We all know now. Leave that one off the table.
Oh no, everything's fair game. Just know that I will retaliate, and it will not be proportional.
Okay, perfect. This is how I like it.
90% of his stuff is going to be on me. AJ, I've been waiting for this day.
Oh, is that how you're gonna open up? Please do. It depends on your reaction to what is said.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of.
I don't know if I would ever be good at a roast. I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
Oh,
You just stack it all up. He's got his notes. He's ready to go.
oh yeah,
it's-
you had the lineup come up.
Oh yeah, no. So where's the lineup? We got I'm great with social media. You know that.
Okay, Josh
You
is
can't
great,
be good
great-
at everything.
We got,
great at fingering.
What Nestor Matu, Lloyd Legacy Sharp, Chris Houghton, MEYK, Ayash May, am I missing
Sam
it?
Buck.
Sam Buck, yeah. The great Sam Buck.
Oh, good. So there'll be plenty of people.
Yeah.
We'll have a good old time at your expense. What time does the show start?
8
PM.
o'clock.
House of Hatchets, 8 p.m. next Wednesday.
Yep. And if you $10 if you want to come a little early, you could throw axes at Josh's face. Not
I
his
think
literal
that's
face,
yeah,
but-
right. No, please don't. We don't need any real trauma. We have plenty of that to go around.
Honestly, I'm indifferent.
Might improve things. We don't know.
Have at it. All
My
right.
favorite thing to do is when I get these two in the studio is to go over the news of the day. Because I just like to see your reaction, see how much fun you can have with it. I mean, it's kind of like a roast. You're reacting to the situation that is in front of you right there. No?
No,
Comedy on fire?
That's
Or
more
is it personal?
Yeah, it's more stand up than anything. The roast is generally well written material or written. I guess that could be
Your
subjective.
planned, your reaction to it though isn't. Or is
No.
it?
But like the way the way roasts go, it's like in battles, there'd be one person does a joke and the first the next person will like
volley.
will clap back on that joke and then follow that with the joke that they wrote. So there's something kind of more like in the moment clapbacks.
Yeah.
And then the written stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a nice combination of that. There's going to be stuff that's kind of fluid. Like you do a joke off me and like in the spot, I might write something that coincides with that or is like kind of reciprocal of whatever.
So it's not totally improv-ish. There's this loose script.
No, because we know the lineup.
If you think the roast of Tom Brady was improv,
oh, it definitely wasn't. They had prompters.
Yeah.
They had teleprompters. I was curious if they even wrote their own jokes.
Yeah, it'd be the same thing, but we don't have teleprompters. We have our own friggin' notes.
We're holding up our notes from our phone. Hold on, I got a good one for you.
Some people probably like Jamie would be like, "Can I get a hot spots?"
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to that House of Hatchets next Wednesday for the roast of Josh Adams. Come early and hurl some hatchets at the faces of Josh. So I saw that we have Planet Fitness prices going up $10 a membership. Isn't that the draw of Planet Fitness? You too can spend $10 to go get a shower and get a massage. That's basically what it is at Planet Fitness for $10 membership.
I go to Planet Fitness 3 to 4 times a month to shower.
Right?
It's very convenient for me. The black membership, which I pay $26 a month
while you're traveling.
Yeah, and I've very rarely used it to work out, as you can see.
I think it was great.
Summer body ready. Thank you, Stephanie. But I used it for the massage chairs.
Yeah.
I used it for the shower in between.
So my husband said, he's like, I'm going to the gym. I'm like, you're not going to the gym. You're going there to get a massage and sit in the tanning light for a minute to feel like a human being in the winter around here.
Hey, thank you, Planet Fitness.
D.
Hey, they took away the pizza machines and then they just turned them into the tanning beds.
Dorian says for budget reasons, cue cards are being utilized. Perfect during your roast.
Yeah, you hear that, Dorian? You're using.
Are you holding them?
Yes, Dorian is holding them. So even if there's an overlap in jokes, he's still gonna. You didn't say it, so I'm not turning the card.
I'm not turning it. We're staying here until it's been said.
We're buying 5,000 cards, giant ones.
Perfect.
So we're gonna hold them for Chris for sure.
Is that something you finish? All right, yeah. I was wondering.
You hear that, Houghton?
Well, the 2 times I have seen Houghton, he has literally not finished jokes and then left the stage. I don't. It was 2 times. It's happened twice. I didn't know if that was the thing. I don't know if that was your routine. I say it lovingly, but it's also true.
Do you guys like grocery stores? No. Nobody likes grocery. Anyway, I'm like, no, I want to hear what you had to say about grocery stores.
Because he goes, but they didn't laugh at my setup. Did that slap pick up on the mic?
Yeah, definitely did. It was good. It was solid. It was solid.
It picked up pretty good. The first thing that we're telling our students, so finish your joke.
It's the Houghton rule. Sorry.
Like the punchline is like a backup plan. Serious.
I didn't mean it, but it is. I did tell true things. Sorry.
Shout out to our good friend Chris Houghton. We're just preparing for the
getting it ready.
we're just getting it ready.
We'll just pretend it's all his new baby's fault and that he wasn't not finishing jokes before.
It's baby brain. We'll blame the baby brain.
I'm just trying to make him mad so he actually writes some jokes for next
good.
Wednesday.
Perfect. Got to fire him up. Just like Justin Bieber's new Madame Tussauds wax statue is now sporting a baby Bjorn, because I don't know if the world is ready for a Bieber baby. I don't think we're ready.
They should also have like a puffy wax doll, but with a baby Bjorn with Bieber in it.
I wonder what he's going to name the baby, Anne Frank Bieber.
Oh my God.
Because I know that she'd be a believer.
Oh my God.
Listening to old Bieber albums in the attic.
I'm going to Amsterdam. I'm actually going to that museum.
Speaking of which, did you see they have to hide the Anne Frank statue? There's like a statue. They have
Why?
Because they're worried about people like vandalizing it or destroying it.
That makes me so sad.
She has been dead for 80 years old and she's still fucking hiding.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's weird
crazy.
and awful at the same time. Just very bizarre time in the world right now.
Yeah, people in Amsterdam should just smoke some weed and relax.
They do, don't they?
Yeah,
all of them. They do all of the things. That'll lead us into our Florida crime over here because we've got a special Florida crazy crime update for you. Because just even his mugshot is very menacing. Like he's just like, hey.
This dude looks like the crooked cop in Batman Begins.
Oh yeah,
he's like eating a taco, taking out the tip jar.
The guy who was in Sons of Anarchy.
Yep, same guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bobby
that
Elvis.
Guy. Yes, he looks like Bobby Elvis. So, a man fueled by an extensive cocktail of party drugs attacked a cop at a music festival and bit a large chunk from the officer's head, exposing the victim's skull bone.
Well, first of all, that's crazy because what party drugs? Like, if you think of any party drugs I've ever heard of, cocaine, ecstasy, anything like, you can't eat anything.
So let me tell you what he was on. It was a mix of LSD, ketamine, mushrooms, ecstasy, and PCP. I think it was just the PCP portion that got to the skull.
It was totally a wrong combo that I thought.
That's all of the combo.
I thought it was
the whole thing.
I thought it was going to be cat tranquilizers, quaaludes, and bath salts.
No, this guy ordered a fisherman's platter of drugs.
A charcuterie board, a white trash charcuterie board.
6'1", 280 pounds on this kind of cocktail.
Jesus. He had the drug poo-poo platter for two.
100%. All of them. Like, I've never seen anything like it before in my life. It was during the confrontation where he bit the deputy and removed a large portion of flesh, exposing his skull bone.
I love how this is a big deal to us, but if you told someone in Orlando, they're like,
Florida,
just another Tuesday.
Just this it was a music festival. I mean,
wait, what kind of music was playing?
The Soul Fest.
The Soul Fest.
SOL, like the Sun Fest. I don't know. It doesn't seem like an EDM kind of crowd that you would bite a skull off of people.
He's just biting him to the to the beat.
I was hungry. I thought it was a snack. I'm like channeling my inner Darude by Sandstorm.
He's running a raid with.
Usually rave people are like, the love and peace kind of people.
They're like, hello, my name is Mango. I'm a healer.
I'm holding a giant unicorn on a stick. Like, come with us. This is where the fun stuff is.
Plus, if they need to chew on something, they usually bring their own like pacifiers.
Right? Somebody give them some Tic Tacs or gummy or something. I don't know. Lots of gum.
You run into chicks with more armpit hair than that's on their head. and like you don't expect those drugs to be distributed.
No, it was peace and love, not PCP. This guy got it wrong. So just Florida being Florida as far as we're concerned. I did see that Toys R Us is on the comeback, 39 new Toys R Us's, but only in the UK.
Yeah, Jeffrey's coming back, man. He's coming back stronger than ever.
It's just weird. Why are we revamping toy stores that didn't make a profit?
Dude, let's bring back Child's World while we're at it. And KB Toys.
I loved KB Toys.
Nobody ever told us what KB Toys stood for.
Nope.
Rest in peace. And it's now 10 pin.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, will be there on Thursdays. If you're looking for trivia, you can find us at 10 pin. Steve Buscemi got his clock cleaned.
Really? What happened
Where?
to Steve Buscemi?
So in New York, the new thing is to be punching completely innocent people and walking away.
Oh, like they did to Rick Moranis a couple years ago?
Yeah. He's the latest victim over the weekend that punched him in the eye. Black guy. They got the assaulter or whatever, but it was like literally a random act of violence.
Yeah, but they let him go right away. We should be like Russia and just kill them. Like well, that's what I would say if they invited me on Fox News. I would be
That's what you're going with?
Yeah, that's what I'd totally lean into. I was just like, that's right. It's Joe Biden's fault, which is why Steve Buscemi got punched in the face.
I can't imagine ever wanting to. I feel like he's a national treasure of sorts.
Yeah,
I
who's
like
ever
him.
hated Steve Buscemi? And if
He
gets
probably just saw Boardwalk Empire
It was
and
Nucky.
probably thought he was the same guy.
Nucky Thompson. I'll get you.
But like, I feel like if you punched Steve Buscemi in the eye, like it would still be hard to tell. They're so like bags. And,
Yeah,
like,
you wouldn't
inset
know,
already.
right?
if anything, the bags would have someplace to go because
Yeah,
it's
right.
so enlarged.
He looks like he had Botox. No, he just got punched in the face. You're punching elderly men in the subway.
Dude,
Apparently, it's a regular thing,
Dude, who's the asshole that turned Steve Buscemi into actually Crazy Eyes?
right? For real.
I bit the mailman because he tried to cast a spell on me, you know? Or maybe he was just waving.
That is so good. I forgot that. Thank you. It tied right nicely in from our police officer biting chunks of heads and getting punched in the eye.
Dude, if anything, it was probably a server that punched him in the eye. He's like, I don't believe in tipping. I don't.
Don't get me started with all of this.
Do you think he got hurt as bad as he got hurt at Water Whiz?
Oh, he got hurt at Water Whiz?
That was
In,
an actual thing,
no,
grown-ups, right?
In Grown Ups?
No, I think a lot of them actually did get injured while they were there doing stupid stuff. I was on a filming day. So all of a sudden I had no idea I was on a filming day when they were filming at Water Whiz. And I walked by and it was just like Maya. I was like, wait, what? Maya?
Oh, I thought that
Hello?
was Beyonce. I can't tell the difference now.
She was actually very funny. It's a rare moment when you laugh out loud at Saturday Night Live this day and age. They're
Yeah,
usually
because
just not that
liberals
funny anymore. Oh my God. I don't know what it is. But Maya was she killed. Her opening was just really good.
Well, when
I would have
very
been
funny.
following Selma Hayek around the whole water park all day until they escorted me out.
Like, sir, you need to leave Selma alone.
Oh,
She's seen you and she's clocked you the entire day.
Well, whenever it's an SNL alum or a comedian that hosts SNL, it's generally going to be great.
Yeah.
Like they had Shane Gillis on, who did awesome. Nate Bargatze hosted the best episode of SNL
Honestly,
the whole season.
really, really good.
SNL, have Nikki Glazer on next year. She needs to host.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that she would crush it for sure.
And Amy Schumer can't stand her stand up now, but on SNL, hilarious.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
hilarious.
Why is that, do you think, as a comedian, that your stand-up is just I don't even like Amy Schumer's stand-up, but I think she's so funny
Yeah.
in acting roles.
She knows how to act. She knows how to do comedy. Like 10 years ago, her comedy was absolutely completely different. Night and
Yeah.
day. If you watch her early Netflix stuff, it's just funny.
I didn't think it
it's
was super
edgy.
funny then either.
I personally did. When it was like 10, 12 years ago. I thought
Yeah.
it was great.
Never really.
I think
cared.
she's got the timing. I think she knows how to write a joke.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
she understands it all. And I think she's just naturally a funny person. But there's something about her comedy that I don't get it. It's maybe,
We were talking about her the other day, and I was saying she looks like she was born to play Miss Piggy in the live action movie.
horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, but it was funny to us.
Funny to us at the time.
And Kermit would be played by Steve Buscemi. Just punch him in the eye again. His
That's
eyes
it.
are gonna go up to the top
Both
of
of
his
them. You
head.
got to get the other side now. You gotta even it out.
Just Steve Buscemi drinking tea.
Or Welch's grape juice. Apparently, Welch's is going to be making hard grape juice.
I mean, you might as well.
Do we need another malted beverage in a can? Honestly,
For them, they should, because all they have to do is just crack open a bottle and just leave
let
it
it
sitting.
rot.
Yeah, just let it rot for a couple of years. And they're just like, oh, this grape juice is from 2022. What a great year. Halfway through Joe Biden's presidency.
Oh my God. No, I just don't think that we need another Welch's.
No, it's just Manischewitz rebranded.
There you go. Of course.
Oh God, we used to drink that shit so much as kids. But
Yeah.
but the girl that he was saying passed away. Her dad was the custodian of a synagogue, and during blue laws and
Yeah.
we're all in high school, we
Yeah.
don't feel like driving up to fucking New Hampshire to get booze. We would
Let's rob the synagogue, everybody.
we would
I know where there's booze.
we would sneak into the temple's Manischewitz reserves. And
Do you feel like this is like, I'm sorry, Lord, or that he's watching you going, yeah, well, good on you.
What was the thing that popped up? Did your free trial end, Stephanie?
No, it's I can't.
Do you want to break from the ads?
I cannot connect this computer to the printer, but now it's like a random bug, and it's like you're not connected to the printer.
Yes,
anymore.
let's print this whole thing.
Right, like print it.
Thousands of pages.
It's a wrap. We need a dialogue right now. Print it up.
Dude,
No, it's not my free trial.
Dorian writes, hard grape juice. Isn't that wine? Yes.
Yes. Good, Dorian. We'll get you a cue card for that.
Dorian's learning a lot today.
I saw there's going to be another animated Batman. Is this something we need? You guys were both excited about it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's something that we need or want, because Kevin Conroy, the guy that voiced Batman for 35 freaking years, unfortunately passed away.
Yeah.
And Mark Hamill, who's been his Joker for that whole time. Then again, I'll do other voices, but I don't think I want to do Joker if Kevin Conroy's not in the project. So I'm excited, but I'm like, let's see who this new Batman's gonna be.
I'm just so tired. I feel like MTV canceled their movie and TV awards this year. Is it because there's just nothing good?
Well, also MTV hasn't produced like any original content.
Maybe
It's all ridiculousness and catfish now.
Yeah.
That's all day, every day. There's more ridiculousness episodes on at any given time than like Law and Order now. It's
but
crazy.
like why is that still a show when people can just watch the internet? Is it like, I like their curated stupid better? This is why we watch this?
Yeah.
Well, everyone likes to feel smarter, and nothing makes you feel smarter than watching Chanel West Coast. So
This is the same laugh.
Hey, listen. As somebody with another bad laugh, I can't help it.
It's not
Or it
Chanel
sounds like a
West.
dolphin, though. To be fair, it's a dolphin. I don't know what it is, but it seems like some sea creature.
I forget. She's a rapper, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Although I've never heard the rap.
Yeah, I've never heard the rap.
Right.
Either. But and Rob apparently is a skateboarder. I haven't seen one skateboard in his hand.
well, no, they used to do like the Fantasy Factory or whatever it was when he was doing like Robin
With
Big.
Robin Big, yeah. Like
Yeah.
that's where that came from. Now
Yeah.
it's just I
I
get
wonder
a
what happened
paycheck
to
if I
Big.
do this.
He died.
Oh, he died.
Yeah.
My God.
I know,
He was,
right?
He was too big.
Oh, that's a shame.
This is a story of the show. People that we didn't know that were dead that we probably shouldn't bring up. Sorry.
Well, this is the in memoriam episode.
Yeah, Rob, you should have an in memoriam every episode of ridiculousness at the end.
Please message us with more dead people that you want us to make fun of. So OJ Simpson.
That's when we're allowed to, though, right? That's when everyone's like, yeah, go ahead.
Because like Rick Jenkins for the Comedy Studio, he'd do a bunch of like dead celebrity jokes, and then he'd say, "Oh yeah, the guy who invented SpaghettiOs died." Uh-oh.
That's awful. Like, oh wow, it takes a minute, and then you're like, oh, that's bad.
he knows it is too. When I was first starting out, I would do future dead people jokes. Like Billy Joel died of a heart attack.
Oh, that's just celebrated his birthday of some sort. I don't know what birthday it was. 70th, 80th.
77th.
Oh, thank you for knowing that.
Yeah. Well, it said it on your thing that I actually read.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. I also read the free trial endings.
It was not a free trial. My computer won't attach to the printer, and I don't know where. It's a bug. I've rebooted it. It won't go away. It like lives in my computer now to tell me that it won't print.
And that pops up like every hour.
Yep. Every hour.
Oh.
No matter what.
Oh, good. There's like a Lloyd Legacy Sharp like.
It's like,
Lloyd is
why?
gonna like all your shit. I had to tell Paul Kilmer, the comedy magician guy in the car, because like he's getting notifications every 2 minutes and like bring. I'm like, dude, that
Lloyd?
shit needs to stop.
That's Lloyd.
And like, I know it's Lloyd, but you don't need a phone notification every time Lloyd hearts something of yours.
Oh boy.
Lloyd makes me wish we could go back to the days where you had to pay for individual texts.
He leaves his notifications on out loud.
Yeah.
That drives me crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be firing that person as a friend.
And he'll be there on Wednesday.
Perfect. I'm gonna show up and let him know you're fired. You don't even know me, sir. You're fired.
Dude, he ordered a whole pizza for himself. This was at Cam Norton's show. And
To just sit there and eat while you guys were doing comedy?
dude, well, I thought he was gonna lend me a slice, but what he did is he ate the middle piece, like all
Shut
the
up.
pizzas, and it's just like, dude, finish your crust and your other half of the pizza.
He only likes the first bite.
Pretty much.
Interesting. I mean, you like what you like. I
Like
guess.
Lloyd ate the circle, the inner circle of all the pieces. This is like, dude, I think there's more pizza trash than
Well,
actual
maybe he
pizza
only
than
grew
you
up with
started
like Ilios. Like we don't know. We don't know the origin story why he only likes the middle.
Well, it's time to change. It's time to man up because this is Trump's America, and you have to eat the crust.
So you guys had a busy weekend with gigs and stuff. Were you traveling?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Way
we
too
did.
much traveling.
Thursday we were in Dover, New Hampshire. Friday we were in Situate with Tony V, which was
Oh, I love Tony.
awesome, but also moments were problematic.
Why?
Uh,
Tell me the story. I want to know.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
you want to tackle this one?
No, you brought it up.
You can't just give a little. You got to give.
A younger comedian, like in his 20s, kind of just starting out,
Mhm.
had his family come, his dad and a bunch of uncles, and one of his uncles got way too drunk.
Oh, okay.
He's heckling Tony V during his whole set. He's yelling shit out during my set, and then after the show is just the biggest asshole ever.
Oh, really?
Saying shit to Tony V.
That can end a career before it begins for some people.
Yeah.
And he also there was one kid in the crowd, really nice kid, was like biracial,
Yeah.
and this guy was saying some shit to him after
Seriously?
the show, and yeah, it got a
Why
little
was he
crazy.
should have just been removed?
This was way after the show ended.
Oh, okay.
So like most people had left and they're just hanging out at the bar. We're at the VFW, so there's like where the show was, and
Yeah.
then another room where there's like a pool table and some video games and TVs where they had the Bruins game on.
Yeah.
And people were just drinking still after the show.
Please
and
let this be
guy
a lesson
was-
to you. Just honestly, if you're getting ready to go to a comedy show, I mean, yeah, it's okay to have a good time, but to get wasted and then start screaming and heckling at people, I just never felt the need to yell back at a comedian ever in my entire life. What possesses people
and
to
then
do this?
this dude's this is what Josh was telling me. This dude walks up to Tony V while Josh and Tony were having a cigar. He said, "Oh, you weren't that good."
Shut up.
So like, I mean, as comedians, as a rule, like typically we don't, at least decent comedians don't like to blame the audience.
Of course not.
You take response, and I go, like Tone, like I know we usually don't like to blame the audience. but
Yeah.
fucking this guy.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. I
And it
mean,
was
when there's
annoying.
always if there's a bad apple, it's allowed. You're allowed to call out a bad
But-
apple.
But
Tony put on a clinic.
oh
clinic.
yeah,
He said, you didn't like him because you were talking the whole time, you jackass.
I also hate that. It's like going to a movie and someone's got their phone on or having a conversation. The last time I was at a movie, some woman was on the phone talking like a full on conversation in a movie theater. Why would you do that to somebody in a live show that has a microphone in their hand staring at you?
Dude, I don't know what was worse. Robert De Niro smoking a cigar on purpose, trying to be disruptive, or that guy that's so unaware that he's being disruptive. He's like, what?
How are you unaware right now when someone's standing in front of you with a microphone?
Oh, this guy couldn't talk at the end of the show. I mean, he was slurring all over the place.
Oh yeah, he definitely slurred.
But yeah, he slurred. There were slurs. Oh my God.
Awkward. Like, how do you even handle that situation? Just get out of there.
Well,
Yeah.
his nephew's not getting booked anymore, and a lot of that was his fault too.
That's a bummer.
We don't need to go into that.
No,
Yeah.
because it's all about like it's not only what happens, it's also how you react to it as well.
Of course.
So like if you go like being defensive about it, rather than like, oh, this shouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Then not much that anyone can do.
Do you think that being on the tour, like being on tour, being on the road like that, back in the day when I first started radio, I would have some of my best shows when I was like that leftover tired self. Like, because you'll just say anything, your brain's like not fully going through. I feel like you second guess yourself less when you're tired. Like, you just say anything.
Sometimes when you're tired, you have that kind of fuck it mentality.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Do you feel like you're better?
We had that in Vermont. Like Josh, Nestor, and I didn't sleep for 48 hours.
Yeah.
And then we were just up there just being mad, and it was still my best set to this day.
Oh, that was so we had
You're punchy.
Well, we had issues with another comedian for like the 36 hours leading up to the shows. And we were so pissed. And I don't know, it's weird how certain things will translate. Like if I go up and I'm like, I'm feeling great, I had a good day, and then I go up and then
bomb.
Yeah, boom.
Is that like, that's what I'm saying? Like, what is the ideal conditions for you to kill? Like, paint your best audience, paint your best night. Like, what is it that you know? What is something that you know while you're at a show that it's going to be a good one? This is going to be good.
I never know until the show starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like you can never tell how good a crowd is gonna be until you see that first or second
opener
comedian. Yeah,
the person you send out as the lamb.
So if they're laughing, yeah. So we send out our little baby reindeer.
That's get out there. Let us know how the waters are.
We send Chris out like the canary in the coal mine.
Exactly.
Like if they're laughing at Chris's setups,
yeah, it's gonna be good.
Oh, it'll be shooting
be a meaty day.
Shooting fish in a barrel. But yeah, like sometimes if you see one joke get a certain reaction and you're like, okay, my stuff is adjacent to that somehow, or, then yeah, sometimes it might, you're like, all right, this is gonna
have you ever changed because you were influenced by a crowd?
Oh yeah, sometimes right on the spot you're like, oh, they didn't like this, they're not gonna like this, what I got coming up. And
yeah, we address it too on stage.
It was funny, the show we did on Saturday night at the Parkville Market in Hartford, Connecticut, which was really cool. It was like a nice, like almost like a Quincy Market kind of thing.
Yeah,
they got all the different restaurants around, but they had a bar above where we did the show, and it's a real thin bar, so there was no way to walk through the crowd to get on stage. But then they had a ramp where you had to either like crawl under or jump over like a banister.
So there was no finessing starting.
No, it was like a fucking obstacle course to get on
it's American
stage.
Ninja Warrior, and now it's time to be here. Gladiators, let's go.
So it's just like, how do I not spend like 2 minutes just talking about like trying to jump over this banister? And, you adjust to different things. Sometimes it sucks. You only have like a certain amount of time, and you go off on this tangent when you plan to do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And
like I left the funny stuff off the table.
Oh,
what you thought it was going to be funnier.
But you'll see, like, if you're ad-libbing and like one thing works because it hits a certain crowd a certain way, it's so easy to just call back to that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it just takes laughing at one stupid thing that you had no plans of doing.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I could go back to this.
Your set is now modeled after that, and you got to come back to it.
We did a show in Barrie, Vermont, and AJ made a joke about the bartender, Josh, and everybody knew him, and they laughed at that. He went back to it 16 times. I took a drink every time. And then he had to drive home. So.
No, somebody else drove home. It wasn't me.
No, it was me. It was me.
Yeah.
I wasn't that drunk, but
You didn't get that many callbacks.
well, no, because this other comedian. This was the same weekend that we fought with this other comedian. And
Is it like Anchorman? Like there's troops of you that hang out, and they're like you don't like other troops of comedians.
it could be cliquey and territorial for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, there are definitely people that we're like at odds with, and
Yeah, but a lot of those people are dying. So
Oh my God. The olds need to get out of the way. Your comedy is done. Everybody's seen you.
it's actually more like some of the youngs who are
Oh,
killing
yeah?
themselves.
What are going on with these pronouns? You know what we used to call them? Gay.
The olds. Where do we find your comedy when we're looking for some laughs? Because I think we're all in need of do laughs all of the time.
Knockabout on Thursday. Come to Knockabout on Thursday.
Yeah, well, you'll see Christine, who
Yeah.
will just put on a master class
the great
of laughter.
Christine Hurley.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
And we're having it slightly earlier. We're having it at 7 p.m. So if you're like, oh, well, it's Thursday. I need to sleep. The show's gonna be done before 9.
Okay.
So you got plenty of time to do your thing, and you are gonna love it. Gabby is also on.
Oh, Gabby's great.
Yeah,
Gabby is very, very good writer for someone who's been doing it as long as her. She's great.
And I don't remember who else I put on, but they're all great.
You're
show
gonna be
up,
there,
show
though.
up. It'll be a surprise to all
Yeah,
of
right?
us.
Yeah.
And it's an early show, so that's good. We got the roast of Josh Adams that is coming up next week. Paperback Comedy is where people can follow you to find out whenever events pop up.
Yep.
We'll also be having a betting station where you could bet the over under on how long Chris's set will be. Right now the line is 3.5 minutes. He's supposed to do 8. So we'll see.
I didn't mean to jump into poor Houghton stuff.
You brought it up. We weren't going to talk about him until you did. This is on you. The last aquatic, Houghton said he was doing 15 minutes.
How long did it last?
You took the over. It was, I think he did 8 minutes and 36 seconds.
Well under.
Which was his longest set of the year. So
Buddy, it's May. You know, there's going to be more time for you to branch out this year. You're going to show them. I know it.
We're firing you up for the roast.
I'm trying. Come big, Houghton.
And also aquatic this Friday. So if you can't make it Thursday or to Knockabout or next Wednesday, we also have Aquatic Brewery on Friday and Falmouth, and we got the amazing Janelle Draper. She's gonna be headlining that. You've seen Janelle?
Yeah,
before,
very funny.
very funny.
Dude, she's gone super viral with her Bumble commercials that she filmed at Knockabout.
That's awesome.
It's got 20 million views.
That's awesome.
There's not even 20 million people on Bumble, so that's pretty impressive.
Oh, that's awful. Follow back paperback.
Follow
Comedy.
Bumble, like she said.
Like I just lost Janelle her endorsement. More people are watching this than are on Bumble. So.
Yes.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, because the industry is watching this and they're like, hey,
we're shutting her down. You lose everything. Goodbye.
I mean, sure, she's been bringing in a lot of customers, but this one guy, I know what flag I'm hanging in my office.
Oh boy.
You have a better chance of being stung by the same bee twice than meeting somebody on Bumble.
Damn it, Josh.
We've got a full week of fabulous shows, so don't let this one dissuade you from watching us this week.
No, disagree. Let it dissuade you. You weren't coming anyway. But if you want to do something fun, do see Christine Hurley on Thursday at Knockabout. Friday, we have Aquatic Brewery with Janelle Draper. And Wednesday of next week, we are doing the roast of Josh Adams here. Great lineup. And that is Wednesday, the 22nd at 8 p.m.
Support your local comedians and come on out for a show. Hank is up next. We'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.
You guys made it. Woo woo.
We did
All right,
it.
print it. Oh, never mind. Sorry.
Wrap it up.
Ah!